Hi, I'm Konomorian. Welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel. Well, let's go to bed. And start the free day. Obtain student council task May for May. Old Schoolhouse Mystery 2. Principal Van Dijk is the client. As always, I would like to ask Class 7 to continue their investigation of the Old Schoolhouse from where they left off last month. I hope you will be able to shed further light onto the secrets within those walls. We may begin when you see fit. Make sure that you are completely prepared. Principal Van Dijk. Substitute tutor. Client Klein. Something urgent has come up, so I really need someone to take care of during the kid I usually teach. I'll be waiting in the lower class dorms, so please come see me as soon as you can. Klein, Year 2, Class 5. Book delivery. Client Keynes. A number of books have just arrived for those faculty and they would like assistance in delivering them. Inquire at Keynes bookstore. Keynes. The Old Schoolhouse requests the same deal as last month. I still got the key so I can go in whenever I'm ready. But there's no telling how long it's going to take, so I should finish up everything else first. Alright, let's get started. So, okay, we need the cafe and bookstore. Ooh, above in the third floor, we need ultimately need to go there. And here, second floor, everything nice. Okay. Let's go up and see if more people are maybe in here, but doesn't seem so. So let's talk for a lonely teacher. Well, if it isn't the green bean machine, beautiful roaming the campus as always. I feel like I'm wasting my breath pointing this out, but do you know it's the middle of the day, right? You got a problem with me spending my afternoon drinking? It's my room and my beer. I'm not seeing problem here. Looks like she's already plastered. Knowing her, she's probably ready to leap into action if anything serious were to come up though. This might be a good chance to ask her about some things I normally couldn't, so... Yes! Hey, don't just stand there like you've got nothing to do. You're a student, so come sit here and keep me company. I don't see how that's any relation to me being a student. Oh well, I guess this is a good chance as any. I got myself something to drink. Oh, be a dear and get me something to snack on while you're out, would you? Fine. Munch. Looks like you've been working pretty hard for the student council. That's what I like to see. Building up experience and making memories is exactly what youth's all about. I don't want to hear it. Not from the person that pushed me into it in the first place anyway. Especially since I've had a lot on my mind lately regardless. So this is about Mekias, huh? Was it that obvious? Well, you don't exactly have a poker face. Have you figured out a way to make up with him yet? I wish. If I'd been completely honest with him to begin with, none of this would have happened, so it's all my fault, but I remember when I had such simple youthful worries. That's one way to brush me off. Well, the way I see it, your best bet would be just focusing on helping the student council out for today. Helping other people out with their worries helps you to develop as a person and figure out how to take care of your own. Really? Of course, you need to take each and every request seriously and not just see them as boxes on a checklist. listening carefully to what the client says, and figuring out what they really want from that is a key part of the job. After all, people tend not to say what's really on their mind. You have to really listen to it. Hey, what's with that look? I'm just surprised that you gave such a helpful on-point reply. Can I ask what you did before you became an instructor? Well, hey, let's just put it this way. I've got a lot of experience. More than enough to give you young and helpful advice whenever you need it. Halt? It would be a bit more credible if you weren't completely drunk. Lux is enough to dodge the question, though. In a way, I'm your homeroom teacher. I always help you out if you really need me. For now, though, just focus on what you've got to do. I suppose you're right. Well, it's not every day she gives good advice. I might as well take it while I can and focus on helping out the student council. Sarah took a swig of the beer sitting on the table. Google. Oh, that's the stuff. I can take her advice, right? You're born with Inspector Sarah's strength. Just focus on having the student council today. Oh yeah, good luck with your foray into the old schoolhouse too. Oh, alright. And that's everything in here. Let's move out. Hey. Your house seems like so much fun. My mom and they are always fighting, so it's totally different. Really? That sounds tough. God's place sounds so fun. I wanna go. My mommy and daddy get along super well. Do Annie's mommy and daddy fight as much as mine kids? Let's go in to the mates. Pawn shop. Huh? 7-4? 7-1? No, now is not the time to start getting all defeaters. Not when White Arrow takes the straight race so well. Are you thinking about horse racing again? Oh yeah, today's a big one. And I'm gonna win even bigger to show old Fred's who's boss. Wait for a big win on 2-3. Odds might not be a bad either. Hope you're ready, Fred, because I'm about to wipe this milk off your wrinkly old face. Victorious. Still the same. Exchange. More. He wants so much. Apropos. Now that I mentioned, remember it. It's 3 days, so read casual clothes. Go out. Yeah. I've heard talk of tax increases coming into effect across the 4 provinces. The Empire's nobles truly do seem keen on maintaining their reign of terror. Not that this is anything new, of course. Unreasonable behavior from ruling nobles has been a constant since the Middle Ages. You wouldn't happen to know Emil, would you? He lives in the north part of town. He used to be our friend, but one day he just changed and started looking down on us. Eventually he just stopped hanging out with us at all. I kind of miss the days when we were all together like that. I don't know why Emil changed like that, but I wish he'd be friends with us again. I hope he's doing okay at least. Huh. Didn't she say something about the florist? Don't you love it when an idea for a great prank strikes? This might end up being my best prank yet. Time to get preparing. Pranksters. So, okay. Now let's go into the coffee. With Crow. Hey, Crow looks so irresponsible. You'd be surprised at how good he is at taking care of people. He's kind of like Fred that way, which makes sense given how well the two of them get along. Oh yo, so we met again. Enjoying a little tea in peace and quiet today, Crow? Nah, I'm just waiting around for an appointment. Man, they're sure taking their sweet time. Way to keep a guy hanging. I get the feeling you've done the same thing at least a couple of times. Oh, ho ho, feeling cheeky today, are we? Can't really deny it though. I wonder who he's waiting for. It doesn't seem like a girl, at least. I don't think. Yes, Bond. Mind if I join you to grow? Sure thing. And hey, once they get here, maybe you can even join in. Yo, kept you waiting, huh? Yeah, speak of the devil. Sorry you're late. We ended up getting a bit distracted. This isn't what I was expecting. I had you off the hook this time. Better not let this happen again, though. I know. But what we are messing around for? Let's get started already. Is that late? Oh, what do you play? I've been telling everyone who will listen about it. I even handed the deck over to old Mick to spread the love. So it was Crow's deck that Mick gave me. Alright, take that. Oh, you're in for it now. Don't give up, Kai. Believe in the heart of the cards. This is nice to see. Didn't think you had it in you to look out for anyone else. Maybe you're not so bad after all. You flatter me. Wanna join in? Bet starts at 3. You can't be seriously making children gamble. I mean, that depends on your definition of gamble. You're just playing for candy. Wait, how does that make it okay? Well, it's still kinda sad you're betting against kids, aren't you technically an adult now? Oh, there, slow down now. Age is all relative in Clash of Spirits like this. Take this, bold. Right into my trap. Eat this, mirror. Oh man, are you serious? You did it, Kai. Piece of cake. Thanks, Crow. I don't even know what we are gonna do with all these sweets. Dang it, that's the last one you were getting out of me. No, looks like Crow's the only one losing anything here. I guess I could play a few rounds. Really enjoying the fun and enjoyed a few games we've played with everyone. You're born with Crow strength. Dang, I'm almost out of sweets to bet. Yo, Reen, wanna let me some? I'll give you twice as many back, I swear. Yeah, not happening. Cheapskate. Damn it, it can't end here. Double or nothing, let's go. Yeah, you're gonna lose every time, man. We'll see about that. Hey, now I got a ton of sweets. I split them up with Rudy later. It's always fun when Crow's around. Okay. So now let's get the side quest started. In Keen's bookstore. Hey. Welcome, feel free to browse at your leisure. Madame, you sent a request to the student council, didn't you? I certainly did, and I'm guessing this means you're taking care of this. Wonderful! Yep, you said you need help with delivering some books to the academy's instructors. Correct. I usually handle it myself, so I'm sorry to put that work on you today. If you don't mind me asking, is there a reason you needed someone else to do this? Shamefully enough, yes. I lost the order sheet I received from the academy. So now I'm not sure who I should deliver each book to. That's when I decided that it's best to ask one of your students instead. You're more familiar with your instructors than I am, so you might be able to deduce who or what. So that's why you put the request in with the student council. Exactly. I actually hired a part-timer with the student at Tours. I had planned on asking her first, but she is working somewhere else today, so the student council was my only recourse. Now it all makes sense. So are you free at the moment? I'd like to get them delivered as soon as possible. Accept his request. Sure, I take this off your hands. Great, here you go. You will have 5 books to deliver. They make for a heavy load, so be careful carrying them. Received behind the War of the Lions. Modern art, the complete works. Topical science. Analyzing macroeconomics. The Empire's hottest spots. Oof, you weren't kidding about the weight. Did anyone order multiple books? Don't worry, it's just one per person. So 5 deliveries, 5 people, 5 books. Seems simple enough. These are all different enough that I should be able to figure out which instructor ordered each one. I get started right away. I'm sure you do a great job. Yes, started. Oh, hello, Renish. I see you working hard as always. Hey there, Emma. You know I see you in the library pretty often. What is that brings you here? Well, today I'm searching for some study materials. I'm hoping to find some that help Fia with her whole classwork. Ah, so that's it. Have you come across anything good yet? Not quite. I've been struggling to find something that would make it easy for her to understand. Well, my honor is class president, and I'm going to keep looking until I find something. I do owe her one after she cheered me up yesterday. Maybe I can help her out. Yes, help her out. How about I help you out then? Are you sure? Thank you so much for offering. Okay, to get started, would you mind searching over there? Oh, got it. Unsurprisingly, most of the books here are targeted at people with a high level of education. Fee isn't quite there though, so I need something a bit simpler for her. It's really considerate of you to use so much of your free time to help her. But isn't this cutting into your own studies? It's not a big deal, really. I got into the academy on a scholarship, so I want to return the favor by doing all I can to help other students out. Class 7 is an especially small class too, so helping each other just seems like the natural thing to do. That kind of thing is why you're our class president. You don't need to flatter me. It's not flattery, it's honesty. For what it's worth, Fee's been paying a lot more attention in class since you two started studying together too. I've noticed that too. It's nice to see. Hopefully I can teach her how to get excited about learning new things before our midterm start. That would definitely be a big step for her. Hearing that makes me really want to find her the right book. Yeah, you and me both. Oh, what about that book over there? That might work. This one? Read it, Emma's hand brushed against one another as they reached for the book. Passion, poor passion. Oops, sorry about that. Likewise. And thus, they managed to find some useful study material for Fear. Innocent study material. Your bond with Emma strained. Thank you for the help, Reen. I think this will be a great study aid for EFI. No problem. I hope your study sessions with her go well. I do what I can. Okay, let's go outside. If you wait a minute, if you look at this stuff. Yeah, okay. Really, Reen is terrible at cooking. Hey, Fidelio, what say you? We find some cute girls to photograph. All of these scenic shots are boring me out of my skull. No complaining, Rex. We are not here to mess around. Come on, man. Don't be such a killjoy. This one's full of bait. Just look around you. Since we had the day off, I decided I'd take Rex into town. You might not think it, but there's a lot of good photo material around Trista. Even things like fish swimming in the river and the changing of the flowers. The seasons make for great photos of great seasons. Okay, let's go in the lower door. No, I forgot my purse. I can't believe I made such a rookie mistake. Right now I've got everything I need. Now to hurry back and meet up with Melinda. I really can't believe I forgot my purse. Me, of all people. Excuse me, you're Klein, right? I am. If you're asking, you must be Reen. Yep, Reen Schwarzer of Class 7 at your service. I read you wanted me to fill in for you at your tutoring job? That's right. Something urgent come up, so I won't be able to make it today. That's why I took this straight to the student council. If you don't mind me prying, may I ask what's so urgent? Of course. Truth, my family got in contact with me last night to tell me that my mom collapsed when she was out working. That's all I know, but I've already got tickets for the train out to the country this afternoon. I'd do the same if I were you. The house you'll be touring, it's a straight shot south from these dorms. By the riverside, can't miss it. Your pupil's a boy named Emir, and you will be speaking to his mother, Melissa. In terms of what How you teach them, I'm leaving that up to you. And honestly, if you want to back out, that's fine too. I've already told Melissa that you're not necessarily locked in, so she'll understand if you can't make it. Thanks for giving me the out at least. Alright, I probably should have asked at the beginning, but are you sure you want me doing this? I've never tutored anyone before. Well, you're a student here, so you've got the knowledge to do it at least. Have I helped other people study before? I've helped my youngest sister with things she didn't understand in Sunday school. Then there you have it. Emil's got all the books he needs already, so all you need to do is go through the material together. Today's topic should be orbital science, by the way. You might want to push up at the library if you're not too confident in that area. Thank you for the information. Well then, I still got the pack, so I'll be heading back to my room now. Any other questions before I go? I should be fine with what you've told me. Nice, this is a real weight off my shoulders. Good luck. I do hope nothing serious happens to his mom. So today's topic is orbital science, huh? He probably had the right idea about going to the library. It's probably worth brushing up on my knowledge of the Rainfall Company too. Once I've done that, I'll find that house. Unlike the upper class dorms, we don't have any maids here. Which means we have to do our own cleaning, cooking, washing and stuff. Seems like the rich could just head out for meals instead of cooking though. Those damn nobles. Let's do this side quest. Let's do the side quest. When we are here already. You don't really need to go to the library. You have questions to make, but like I said, it's not. If you know them or can answer them, you don't need to go to the library. Excuse me, I was sent here by a second-year student called Klein. Oh, you must be the one filling in for him. How thoughtful of him to find a replacement. Are you free to tutor Emil now? Accept that request? Yeah, of course. Oh, thank you. I take you to this room then. Well, now allow me to introduce myself. I'm Wayne Schwarzer. I'm a first year and a member of Class 7. Nice to meet you. Likewise. So what do you say we get started? We'll be going over orbital science today, correct? That's right, I've already got my textbook ready. Page 40, huh? So we'll be focusing more on the historical side of things. Indeed, for the record, Klein and I covered up the beginnings of the orbital revolution last time. It really deserves to be called a revolution for changing everyone's lives so much and so quickly. I'm sure you know the answer, but let me ask to refresh myself. How long ago did the orbital revolution take place? That was roughly 50 years ago. Starting with an easy one. I see, it started about 50 years ago. Yeah, you make it sound like common knowledge. I should have expected you to be smart since you're a star student. I wouldn't go that far. To follow up, do you know who invented orbments? First choice, Professor C. Epstein. That would be Professor C. Epstein. Speaking of which, it was in the year 1155, just a year after his death, that the Epstein Foundation was formed by his skilled disciples. Oh wow, I didn't expect to hear all that. Yeah, you really are amazing. That's not true. The way I explained things probably made them even harder to understand. Either way, I think today's plan is to go over these topics as a refresher first. And after that, we'll try and cover everything up until the year 1170 of the September calendar. Sounds good to me. And that's about it. Did you manage to get all that? Yes, I should be good to go. I have to admit, I'm surprised. It's hard to believe that a company as massive as Rainford used to be just a single factory. It really is. The orbital revolution brought about big changes just about everywhere. But it's safe to say that the Rainford factory transformation into such a huge corporation is one of the biggest ones. It certainly ended up having a major impact on Zemburia, so I'd have to agree. Speaking of which, I want to ask, what was it that Rainford factory specialized in making? This book doesn't really mention that. Well, It's weapons like guns and artillery. They specialized in making weapons such as guns and artillery. The factory's been around for a long time. I even heard that it was around back in the Middle Ages. It's fascinating. Thanks for letting me know. I'm impressed at just how knowledgeable you are. I'm just doing my job. Seems like today's session is over. Are you okay with leaving off here for the day? This is a good starting point, so yes, it was a pleasure to have you as a tutor today. Thank you for covering for Klein. Emil seems to have learned a lot today. So he's a great teacher. In fact, I didn't put him on the same level as Klein. I'm honored. I'm glad to see he's happy. Well then, I have to give you something. Receive 2000 mirror. Thank you. Wait, mirror? I can just take this. Why not? People normally get paid for their work. Well, I guess. It didn't really feel like work to me. I guess I'd refuse it though. Well, if you insist, thank you very much. You're welcome. I'm very grateful you filled in for Klein. Quest complete. And with this, let's end the episode here and see you next time.